I don't fucking know.
Welcome to the Prairie Dawgs podcast.
Episode 22?
23.
No. You're full of shit.
Take it from the top.
Okay.
It is 23.
Episode 23. Okay, sick.
Michael Jordan, LeBron James episode edition.
Yeah. Oh, LeBron had Jordan's number?
Yeah. Or did Jordan have LeBron's number?
Oh.
A lot of people think that Jordan is LeBron from the future, that time traveled back to be a little bit less good than him to make him look better in the future.
Yeah. But a little nicer. Apparently Jordan was a huge dick.
Yeah, he loved to gamble.
He loved to gamble.
Roll them dice.
He was like the greatest basketball player of all time. All he did was talk shit.
Yeah. I've said that. I've been saying that on stage that there should do a Like Mike reboot. You know, Like Mike?
Yeah.
Where he puts on his shoes and then he's got like the skill of Michael Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
A reboot where you put on Jordan's shoes and then you just want to gamble real bad. You got the itch for the slots or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, he was a huge gambler? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. He used to bet on like golf holes with Charles Barkley. Per hole, go, hey, 50 grand, 10 grand.
That kind of like over competitive guy, I got no time for that.
Yeah. Grow up.
Grow up.
I'm under competitive.
Yeah.
I want to do less good than you.
Yeah.
To make you feel better.
Exactly, dude. That's exactly what I do.
Yeah.
I lose on purpose so that you don't feel like a douche.
Mm-hmm. That's what we do here. Another thing we do here is thank our sponsors at Rumors Comedy Club. Once again.
Shout out Rumors Comedy Club. Who's there? We don't have tickets this week.
We don't have tickets this week, man. That's how things work sometimes, which I think should be assigned to you, that the club is popping and bumping and you got to get them in advance. Because Tuesday, today, when you're listening to this, we have our friend, our pal Jordan Wellwood headlining.
Hell yeah. Go see that.
Got to see it. 2-for-1 tickets, so that'll probably sell out as well, so get them quick.
Yep.
Wednesday, the finals of Winnipeg's Funniest Person with a Day Job.
Yep.
A contest you won.
I won in 2015.
There you go, dude. 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Time flies when you're just fucking
Time
grinding.
flies. Exactly.
Time
flies. Time flies when your career has stagnated and you haven't advanced at all.
The expression should be time flies whether you like it or not.
Yeah, totally.
So
time flies. It actually means you're dying. Yeah.
That's Wednesday.
That's Wednesday.
That's Wednesday. And then the rest of the weekend, we've got JP Sears.
Who's JP Sears?
JP Sears is, when you Google it, says internet celebrity, which is hilarious. But he's, stand-up comedian, actor, guy.
He's a name, though. I mean, like, we don't even have tickets to give away. He's like, no, people are buying this. Who the fuck needs you?
Yep.
And we were like, okay, cool. Yep. See you in a couple of weeks.
So there you go. We'll see you next week. The week after this, we'll have tickets once again to give you. So there you go.
Hell yeah.
That's what we're doing for this week. We just thank them and we bless them.
Yeah.
We tell you to check out the other shows.
No, Rumors is the shit. Go check it out. Also, Funniest Comedian with the Day Job 2025 finals coming up.
Yeah.
Who do you get your money on?
Oh, man. Should I pull it up really quick?
Yeah, pull it up.
Okay, in the meantime, you riff. What do you got? Who do you got?
My money is on the audience. They,
the real winners.
They're going to win.
The real winners.
Honestly, they always win.
It's funny how the audience is always the real winners.
Yeah.
It's never, even when there's the audience is a real, okay, what about the man that came in first?
Sure. Yeah. What about the guy who won?
Probably considers himself something of a winner.
Yeah. But in previous contests, you really have to go see round one. The round robin to see it's so bad, it's hilarious. Right now, we've whittled it down to 8, so everyone's pretty good. Everyone's capable of popping the room, so to speak. So, it's going to be good. Go check it out if you can. But I assume it's going to be sold out.
I think it already is. Yeah, it already is sold out. I think we should gamble on it like draw stick style.
Sure.
Like I'm not familiar enough with any of them and what they're going to bring to the table to try to pick favorites and then be like, this is the odds on favorite, so he pays less, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I just want us all to draw from a bucket. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 finalists.
Sure.
So there's just like 8 tickets in a bucket. You all draw one. They all represent a name. Winner takes home, $80 or whatever, $10 entry.
Little DraftKings pool.
DraftKings pool. This week sponsored by DraftKings Comedian Edition.
Yeah, totally.
I've always thought of this would be a good idea. I've mentioned this in the past, maybe not on here, but I thought a good idea would be comedy for schmucks. Dinner for schmucks?
No.
Where so the concept of the film was like, it's a bunch of, I guess, like rich elite style people. And it's like, who can bring the nuttiest person to this party?
Oh,
We're having
okay.
a dinner party, and who can bring the stupidest, most insane person?
Sure.
And so I want to do a comedy show like that where comedians, headliners across the country or whatever get to pick just duds from their local scene. Like people that are so hilarious in how bad they are.
Sure.
Or unaware they are, or whatever whatever their thing is.
Yeah.
Handpicked by real pro comedians to come to a show under the context of like, hey, you're coming, I picked you for the show, you come on and perform. Sold out show, 150 people. Whoever does like the worst wins.
That sounds
Whoever brings the worst guy.
That sounds so mean. That sounds incredibly mean.
That's what I thought. But so then you have to balance it by saying that like if you are the worst, if you win, if you're the William Hung, this contest, if she bangs, William Hung.
She move.
It's a shame you can't even do William Hung voice anymore.
I know.
They took that from us.
Goddamn cancel culture.
Thanks a lot, Simon Cowell.
Let us have William Hung.
I'm not doing Asian voice. I'm doing William Hung. He just happens to be Asian.
Yeah, totally.
Which I hardly even recognize because I don't see color.
Yeah, exactly.
Asian's not a color, I guess. But so anyway, they get.
How dare you? First of all,
no, I think Asian is all colors, rainbow colors, beautiful colors. I think Asians can be gay. Whoa, I'm in a hole here. Jeez, help me.
Whoa, podcast canceled.
So my point being that then whoever is the worst gets like maybe a sponsorship, but for like a mentorship from the person that's like, okay, I'll actually try to make you a little bit better.
But won't they just tank on purpose then, or they don't know? Oh, they don't
Schmucks.
know.
They think they're like, thank you. Oh my God, Bill Burr handpicked me to come do this theater show for him. I'm so excited. They're tweeting about it. They're posting about it. We've seen these people.
Yeah.
We know these people. They exist in the real world. And I know how they would act if they got handpicked to go do a thing.
Sure.
They'd be thrilled and they'd be clueless.
Yeah.
I would be.
But then imagine the guy who gets in like fourth place. He's like the fourth worst. He's not notable.
Sure.
But he's one of the worst. He's gonna off himself.
It's no worse than Kill Tony.
That's true. That is honestly
Tony
true.
does worse every single week.
That is very true.
This is actually a fun, relatively harmless format with the end being like, sorry, man, you're silly. Now you're more aware.
Yeah.
We've made you aware. It's like Queer Eye, but for just straight guys are still just fixing you.
Yeah. Well, that's a good point. Kill Tony really did popularize straight up just bullying, really. I mean, but the thing is they're signing up for it. So I guess it's a little different.
Now they are, because it did start, like I was watching it when it was in LA or whatever, in the comedy fucking whatever. There's so many different comedy bleep barps. I never remember.
Yeah.
People come by the club and they're like, can you say I'm a regular at the Comedy Store? I go up there and they're like, yeah, they're from the Laugh Factory. I don't fucking know. I don't care. I'm sorry. I have no reverence.
Sure.
I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Anyway. How'd we get there?
Sorry.
Blacked out for a second.
Kill Tony.
Oh, yeah.
I also blacked out. Sorry.
My show's less mean than that is the point.
Okay. All right.
Schmucks is less mean than Kill Tony, I think, objectively.
Nice.
Because I wouldn't call them names. I would just be like, you see what they're doing?
Yeah.
I would give them real time. I'd let them rip for 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. The thing is, comedians are so starved for stage time that if you even put out a poster that said, hey, we're looking for shit comics who are terrible, you would have 30 people in your DMs being like, dude, I'll sign up. I suck. Can I get 3 minutes?
Yeah.
You know?
Or they're actually like, well, why not a good one then? I'm good. I'll come do it.
Yeah, sure.
I don't want you to.
And you'll be told, I mean, there's a bunch of good comics. You'll be like, hey, can I get on that shit comic show?
Yeah.
Can I just like pull rank, just get up there, do some good comedy?
Yeah. Okay, here's a new transition for you.
I'd be like, no, Tyler, you can't. And your comic's sketchy at best.
I would do 3 minutes just about anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, back in the day, I've done shows for like, edibles. They give you edibles at the end. That's how they pay you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's like, I don't even want, I eat them like candy.
Yeah.
They don't really affect me. So I just said, thanks for this candy.
Yeah, they donate. You're on the shatter kind of on a regular basis. So
yeah,
you're fine. You're kind of just walking.
I'm shatting left, right, and center.
He's shatting.
Shatting myself up. I'm getting too old for shat.
See, I don't smoke weed or take weed or do the weed. Mm-hmm. So yeah, if I take even a small rip of a
toke,
of a small toke,
a puff
of a J bone, then like I'm destroyed. I get like
that's kind of nice.
I go 0 to 100 on the autistic scale real quick.
Yeah, counting train sheep.
Yeah, exactly.
Fall asleep,
and I'm like, hello, and someone's like, hi, and then I'll analyze that conversation for the next 45 minutes until I'm crying, eating a McDouble in my car.
Well, not that part. The crying part. The analyzing the conversation part.
Dude, I hate that. Yeah. I hate that feeling where you're like, oh, that was weird. I shouldn't have done that. And it's like,
should I tell them how I feel now? Like, should I message them and be like, hey, man, I'm sorry. I really fucked that up back there. Dude,
I'm sorry. You know, when you said hello, I probably should have said, hey. Instead, I said, hi. So I'm sorry I made that weird for both of us.
Yeah, I'm sorry when I said, how's it going? You said, good, you, and I said, good, how are you going again?
That was fucked
you
up, dude.
You already answered, but I panicked.
Here's the thing, dude. I was fucked up. I was really baked. I'd love to talk to you sober sometime.
Yeah,
honestly.
if we could schedule that, let's pencil that in. What are you doing?
Tomorrow, like at around noon, do you want to have a convo? Yeah.
A normal one?
So I guess I should apologize for not being here last week.
Sure.
You were kind enough to say that I was on assignment.
Yeah.
And I served part-time in the Menno Forces.
Yep.
The MDF, we call them.
Yeah, they're hated worldwide.
Yeah, dude, we're all up to all sorts of shit. But no, actually, it should be told. I had an awful night. I was just pulling an all-nighter.
Yeah.
I couldn't keep my goddamn eyes open. I fucked up. Tim stepped in. Thanks, Tim. Yeah. So I'm sorry for that.
Well, no problem.
And I'm sorry I made it weird right now.
No, the viewers didn't mind. Viewership down slightly, so I think they did have a distaste for Tim in some way.
Yeah.
In one way or another.
It was a small distaste for Tim.
Yeah.
They're like, something's askew.
At least on YouTube. Those are the only numbers that I have
Yeah.
access to. So and it could have been because I didn't make as nice of a thumbnail, but
No.
isn't that fucked that you can't just have them listen to your thing and like it or not? You got to be like, was the thumbnail okay?
Yeah, you got to put giant tits on the thumbnail.
Oh, man.
Now. And you got to say words like unalive.
Yeah.
And PDF file.
I like that one. That's creative.
That's actually a pretty good one.
It's funny you mentioned big tits. I was just going to mention this. Have you seen Greta Thunberg lately?
What?
That's the big thing in the news now. She's got big fat titties. And everyone's saying, "Oh my God, look at this!" And now for the first time, I never understood when people were like, "Oh, Miley Cyrus she's out now and she's showing her titties and stuff," and people were like, "Oh my God, that's Hannah Montana. I can't believe she's doing that." But now that Greta Thunberg has big old titties, I'm like, don't
Yeah,
look at them. She's saving the
that.
environment. She probably has a good reason to be storing all that milk. She's probably taking over to Palestine to feed the babies.
But it does prove how dumb this planet is, because this little girl is like, we are ruining the planet, and everyone's like, dude, look at those fucking cans, dude. Holy shit, dude. See that green bitch? Look at those fucking jugs on that.
Which I think is a valid point. I think that's a valid journalistic perspective to take. I think, someone's got to do it.
Woman with large hooters on way via flotilla to Gaza.
Hey, I see 2 flotillas right there. You know what I'm fucking talking about?
Dude.
What, is she the flotilla?
Oh, shit, dude. That raft would be sinking if it wasn't for Greta.
Yeah, so that's fun. That's all I really wanted to mention about her, I guess.
Yeah. That's the extent of our views on Gaza.
Yep.
Is Greta Thunberg.
That's the first time I really thought about it when they said, check these out. I said, oh, yeah. How are the kids doing over there?
Yeah. Yeah, what's going on over there again?
Yeah.
But how old is Greta these days?
Old enough. I looked it up.
Okay, all right.
I looked it up.
All right.
I looked it up when that became a thing.
I know.
Yeah, she's 22 now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's good.
She's removed from the flotilla leadership. Oh, no.
Is she? Why?
I just saw this. This is on the Jerusalem Post. I don't know if this is skewed or not.
Greta, your cans have become a distraction. We need to refocus this effort.
I think that's probably what it was, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
All these guys were like, we're on this boat for how long?
Yeah. I feel like Greta didn't get... she was kind of like the poster child for the green movement. She was just like a little girl who cared about the planet. And then she got overhyped on one side. Mm-hmm. And then the natural thing is the reaction on the other side when something gets overhyped to tear that thing down. So now the whole world just starts shitting on this like little girl. The whole thing, I feel bad for Greta. I feel a little bit bad for Greta.
Yeah, because she didn't even get the advantage of coming up like Miley Cyrus, who's like, people are shitting on you because you're in the limelight, just like you said, because people are like, oh, she's the best, she's so popular. And then other people are like, no, fuck her, she's the worst. She shouldn't be able to experience becoming a grown adult or whatever.
Totally.
So that they're getting the same, hate.
Yeah.
But at least Hannah Montana's like, yeah, but I'm like rich and famous.
Yeah, exactly.
Greta's just like, I'm just from Sweden and I want the earth to last longer.
Herpy derpy pollution, dude. Yeah. But yeah, it's true. And also, like, Greta Thunberg was like actually trying to kind of do good work. I mean, Miley Cyrus, She's just in a thong. She's riding a wrecking ball. She's making good
that
tunes.
was good work. I thought that was good work.
It was
I thought
okay
that was
work.
good work.
But at the end of the day, she's trying to make cash. Greta Thunberg, not so much.
That's true. She's not trying to make cash. As far as I know, I bet she is making cash.
How so?
Oh, like sponsorship deal?
Oh, really?
I don't know. Probably like a ShamWow or something.
Yeah, sure.
I would
I
sponsor
guess
her.
so. There's a lot of money in green.
Yeah, just in the green industry.
Yeah, there's a lot of money in giving a fuck about things. You can really grift your way through.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Even if you just pretend to.
Yeah, exactly.
Like those people during election season that just drop ship T-shirts for both sides.
Yeah,
that's so smart. Why not? I sell a shirt with an elephant. I sell a shirt with a donkey. I sell one that's half and half, and there I make $1 million.
Free Palestine, free Israel.
Yep.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
All right, just buy the fucking thing.
Free hugs. I make all those shirts.
Yeah.
I'm the guy that makes all those signs. Free Palestine, free Tibet, free hugs. I'm the same guy.
Yeah. Free Hamas.
Yep. Sorry, hummus.
Hamas.
Sorry, I misspoke there. I meant blended chickpea.
You ever had that? Yeah. Triscuits in Hamas.
Triscuits.
Really
That's
good.
crazy. That's appropriation. That's actually that's an invasion beyond words.
Yeah. Free Triscuits.
Take a beautiful hummus dip and then dip Triscuits in it.
Just to clarify, I'm not calling Greta Thunberg a grifter, but
I am.
I don't know why I'm apologizing to her.
I am
such
until
a
she shows
pussy.
me those yams.
Free the yams.
I don't think people are going to like this part of the episode.
No, this is just a scattering of slogans.
I don't
T-shirt
even know if I
slogans.
can stand by this stance, but I have to now.
No. I like those ads.
Yams. Oh.
God, chug it. I like those. What do you call them? Jugs? No, those ads for those edgelord T-shirts. I always get those in my. I don't know. I guess I
What kind of
clicked on
edgelord stuff?
one time. Like, my bitch got autism. It's just like on a T-shirt.
With
you know?
the ones with like the skull that's like, don't fuck with a guy born in December that owns an AK-47
Yeah,
called
exactly.
Kyle or whatever. Yeah, the hyper-specific T-shirts.
Yeah, yeah. I like my beer like I like my tits, free and armed. I'm like, what does that even mean? But they're selling them. They must be selling these T-shirts because they're.
Well, no, that's the beauty of drop shipping. You don't have to sell one until like they're not made until someone buys one.
Yeah.
So you can make a shirt that says, well, I listened to episode 23 of the Prairie Dawgs podcast and I disliked the Greta Thunberg tit section.
Oh, bro, we should totally make that T-shirt. That's a great idea.
And it's like, until someone buys one, they don't even exist. So there's no downside really.
I guarantee you that will be the first item we sell of Prairie Dogs merch. I listened to episode 23 of the Prairie Dogs podcast, and I disagree with the segment referencing Greta Thunberg's massive cans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want it to fit on the whole shirt.
Yeah, it's got to fit on the whole shirt. It's just block text, and our fans are going to buy it and walk around with it.
Maybe it says something like, I sent a complaint email to the Prairie Dogs about the Greta Thunberg tit section in episode 23, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt that we shipped to them. I'm
And
so sorry
a
you feel
picture
that way.
of Greta Thunberg's massive tits.
Yeah, AI'd up.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe that's just what I saw. Maybe I just saw AI Thunberg titty because that's what my algorithm is, and I was like,
Sure.
"Have you seen this?"
Yeah, we were talking about before the podcast about Uncanny Valley. Maybe
Nah, but I would have known then.
You would've
If they're
known?
fake, my brain would have been like, "That's not real."
those aren't real cans. First of all, there's 5 of them. Second of all, why are they purple?
They're not veiny enough.
Yeah, totally. That's not real, Greta. It
Nice
is.
try.
Yeah, AI is. What's Uncanny Valley again? Because that was interesting, but I didn't really get it.
It's like when you, I don't know, like I said, without Googling it, which I am now, the best way I can describe it is like when you see Emma Stone and you're like, what's up with that?
What's up with her face?
The Uncanny Valley describes
It's beautiful, but what's going on?
it describes the phenomenon where human-like figures, like robots or CGI characters, evoke feelings of unease or revulsion because they're almost, but not quite, perfectly realistic.
Sure.
Like, you know when before CGI was like really good and you'd just like see someone in a movie and you'd be like, oh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
It's almost spooky.
It is. It's kind of weird. It's kind of unsettling.
Yeah. So I guess Emma Stone falls into that.
Yeah. Why? Why? She looks like a normal person.
Yeah, but something's not quite right.
What?
A darkness lurks within her.
Well, that's true.
I can see it under her eyes.
Yeah. You see that Donald Trump video? I think he's talking about the Charlie Kirk shooting or whatever. But he's giving a speech or whatever, and his hand is doing weird twitchy shit. Like all of a sudden his hand's like So people are like, oh, this is AI. There might be, full press conferences or full speeches that are completely AI generated. We would never know. We'd never know.
I would know.
How would you know?
I know it doesn't look like Emma Stone giving that speech.
Yeah.
They go, yeah, it's the president. I go, oh.
That looks like Donald Trump. That's not Emma Stone. Everyone's like, yeah, we know it's not.
Okay, schizo.
Yeah.
Lock me up.
Wait a second. That's Donald Trump. Those aren't Greta Thunberg's tits.
That's what I do when someone's walking into TV. I walk into the room and whatever's on the television, they're watching Big Bang or whatever. I walk in and go, hold on a second. That's Sheldon Cooper. I go, yeah. And I go, yeah.
Yeah. What's going on here? It's a little weird.
Anyway, I got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sprint through their door frame. Tear it off the fucking hinges.
Just a TK-shaped hole in the wall.
I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to run through at a brick wall painted like a tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
Like a cartoon.
They have those.
I've always wanted to do a couple things. That, run at the tunnel painted onto a brick wall. And I've always wanted to get my legs moving so fast that they start to go like a blur, like a Roadrunner.
Sure.
So I don't know if I'll ever get those done, but...
I'd like to have a fucking anvil dropped on my head and then just shake it off.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Exactly.
Living in the cartoon world would be sweet. When they pulled Michael Jordan down there for Space Jam.
Oh, yeah, Space Jam. Okay, sorry.
Cartoon world. I thought you missed something that happened recently.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. What'd they do to him?
I was like, oh, shit, Yosemite Sam's after him? It's not good.
I'd be down there, sticking my finger in rifles, making them bloom out like flowers when they pull the trigger.
Yeah, exactly.
They grabbing a fucking Lola Bunny's butt.
Yeah, totally. That's what they should do in Gaza. Just put the finger in the barrel.
That's smart. A little flower in there.
Yeah.
That's what
That'll stop them.
I wonder if they thought of that.
Yeah.
Giving peace a chance.
Again, I don't want to make light of that situation, and I apologize.
Because I've seen some recitals, like when I was a kid in grade school, grade 4, grade 5, there's 30 of us, and we'd sing like a beautiful song about peace and unity at our recital. And I don't know. I'm just wondering if they ever saw something like that.
Hey, new t-shirt idea. I watched episode 23 of the Prairie Dawgs, and I disagree with the segment where they compared the Gaza conflict to Space Jam.
Yeah, they are similar in the sense that if you were able to pull Netanyahu down into a Looney Tunes world and have him compete against the Monstars in a game of basketball for control of Palestine, and it is Palestine, he would maybe reconsider. He'd go, that was a really tough game, and tell you what, let's split it down the middle. You get it on weekends and I get it on weekdays.
I feel like Netanyahu would be on the Monstars.
Yeah, unless he didn't want to be.
The Monstars are the bad guys, right?
Depends which side you're on.
Oh, yeah, totally.
It's a complex issue. I'm sick and twisted.
Space Jam. There's a lot of moving parts, right? History didn't start when Daffy Duck made that slam dunk, okay? There's a lot of history there.
They ridiculed the Monstars when they were small, but once they gained power, everyone trembled in fear. It's kind of an interesting allegory.
Oh, there's a lot of anti-monstites out there, all right? And it's not good.
Which one was your favorite Monstar?
I don't even really remember that movie that well.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't. I remember the scene where I think Jordan's like shooting hoops with his dad. Right?
At the start. That's the first scene.
That's the first scene. I remember that one.
And R. Kelly's playing.
And then it went into a cartoon, and I was that kid going like, this would never happen. Michael Jordan would never be a cartoon. You know what movie I watched the other day? Speed. Keanu Reeves.
I've never seen it. What's it about? Meth or cars?
You're thinking Crank.
Oh,
Jason
Crank.
Statham.
Yeah.
Which also great
No,
movie.
I'm thinking Blow with Johnny Depp.
Oh, yeah.
No, wait. I'm thinking Weed with Seth Rogen.
Oh, yeah. No.
No, wait. I'm thinking Tylenol with Woody Allen. Oh, my head hurts.
No, you're thinking GHB with Bill Cosby.
Oh, now we're cooking.
Also, great movie.
Rohypnol. Speed.
But I remember watching it when I was like 8 years old with my cousin, right? And then they have that scene where the bus is like driving like on the freeway, and then the cop's like, "You'll never believe this. Half the freeway's gone. There's a 50-foot segment where there's no freeway. There's just a hole in the freeway." And then Keanu Reeves like, "We're gonna have to jump it." So they take this bus and they jump the freeway and they make it. And then my cousin was watching. He looked at me. He's like, "I don't believe it." And I remember even at 8 years old being like, yeah, it's a fucking movie, you idiot.
Just slap him in the back of the
Yeah,
head.
exactly.
Well,
Shut
believe
up.
it, dipshit. It
I
just
know-
fucking happened.
Yeah, I know you're 6. We're watching fiction here. This didn't actually happen.
Yeah, what the hell? Imagine watching
moron.
American Pie, the second one, where there's the lesbians and they pull out their titties, and you're like, I don't believe it. This would never happen.
Jason Biggs fucking the pie. I'm like, I can't believe it.
This isn't plausible. I don't think that would happen.
Yeah.
There's no way.
There's no way.
He'd burn his little wiener.
He fucked Stifler's mom. I don't believe it.
Yeah, what a classic that was.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
That originated MILF. Mm-hmm. That's where that came from.
Part of the late 90s run of horny romps in teen movies.
Everything was horny in the 90s.
Yep.
You could just be horny. That Bloodhound Gang song,
Yeah, totally.
You and Me Baby,
Oh, yeah. Everyone
the
was
Mammals.
really horny
Yeah.
in the late 90s.
it's part of that song that just says, getting horny now.
Yeah.
It's like, you're just getting horny now? The
Yeah.
whole first part of the song is like, I want to fuck you like an animal or whatever.
Now we're getting horny.
Now I'm getting horny.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were awesome. They had another song that was called Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo. And it was-
Dude, you know what that spells?
and it was all about, all the lines were like, one of the lines was like, cattle prod the oyster ditch with the ham wallet or something. Like they were all just like crazy
Those
euphemisms.
stupid as shit.
Yeah, cool guys. Cool
Yeah,
guys.
but as a late '90s extreme teen, it really hit the mark.
Yeah, as a jackass style teen.
Yeah, I remember watching because I was like 13, 14. I remember watching all those movies. Most of them sucked. All of those movies just for that 15, 20 second of titty content, and
Yep.
and it was worth it. And then my parents finally got cable, and then we got Showcase, and then the gloves were off.
Yep. Oh, Showcase. That's the big titty one?
The Showcase was the big one. If you had basic cable and you were a young, growing boy,
Yep. I gotta eat, Mom. I'm a growing boy.
yeah, totally. He's 3 years old. He's watching Showcase. This is weird. But yeah, Showcase was the. Why did you watch Showcase? I guess you're younger than me.
I guess
You
maybe,
just-
yeah, if that's where the titties were, that's probably what I was watching.
I feel a little. This generation has been slightly robbed of that. Of that rite of passage, because back in the day, titties in media were just, it was a lost, it was a treasure. It was a treasure
Yeah.
that you found and you're like, holy shit. And these days kids, they're spoiled.
They're everywhere.
Yeah. You open your phone,
Yeah.
boom, titties everywhere. And
I
it's
think
just,
that's maybe one of the bigger threats to humanity. People like to say, oh, it's climate, it's this and that. It's like in 100 years, no one's dick's going to work.
dude, it's a problem.
You're going to have to extract cum like a fucking, there's going to have to be a succo machine.
Yeah.
That just can suck it out of a floppy little cock.
Yeah,
Straight out of the
honestly,
balls.
Totally. No, everyone's going to have IVs in just going from their balls. That's how they're going to procreate.
That's exactly how I picture the future. Us chained up like cows.
Yeah.
They can't go anywhere because they need to just milk our cum out of us.
Yeah, totally. And
Unpleasant way, derogatory.
Yeah, and through evolution, we won't have any need for our cocks. They're just going to slowly go away. In 1,000 years, no one's going to have a dick. Stay tuned for that.
Okay. Stay tuned, episode 24.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you
But
seen? Go ahead.
No, but it's kind of true because like now every kid walking around with the phone, you're 5 seconds away from seeing like the most explicit content you've ever seen in your goddamn
Both
life.
ends of the spectrum.
There's going to be a problem. There's going to be consequences to that. You know, we were the last semi-healthy generation.
Yeah, if you didn't touch grass in your early childhood, you're fucked.
Yeah, you're toast, bro. You're really
Have you
toast.
seen that theory that, like aliens, like gray aliens in particular, if you're familiar with the spectrum of aliens, which is those
Yeah.
are like the classic ones,
Classic
picture, and like
tall,
big
lanky
head,
grays.
big eyes, etc., are actually just us from the future, and that's like that was the evolution of like it makes sense that our eyes would be massive from thousands of years just looking at fucking screens, and that we would be slightly like hunched over forward, and that we would have longer necks and deformed. That's a theory that's out there. Not by
Totally.
me. Don't look at me like cool theory, TK.
TK, sick theory, bro.
Someone just said that, and I just said, "Yeah, I get where you're coming from."
New T-shirt. I watched episode 23 of Prairie Dawgs, and I subscribe to TK's theory of human evolution to
That
the
shirt's
grave.
sleeveless.
It's kind of true though, because they're all like small. Yeah, they're all small and like weak, and we're going to have machines doing really all our manual labor.
Big heads, big eyes.
Big heads, big eyes.
Little bodies. Big heads, big eyes can't lose unless the alien probes you. Big heads, big eyes, little butts.
Yep. Big heads, little eyes, no dick. It's coming.
That's
people.
true. Aliens never. It's weird they abduct people, but then they just probe you.
They just probe you.
They don't get you to probe them a little bit.
No.
So that's because they have nothing. There's no value.
Yeah.
You know,
their pleasure centers are maxed out, so they don't even give a shit anymore. Yeah. They don't care. They're like,
I experience pleasure by gaining knowledge.
Dude, I don't even want to come. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I want to see you come. That's what it is. They're taking people out because they're like, I'm going to rock your world. I can't feel pleasure, but I want to bring you some. That's what it is. That's the future. All right? That's going to be us. All right. Winnipeg's funniest comedian with a day job, 2015. All right.
Dude, us just suspended in goo, and the aliens only take us out because they go, time to get fucked. Yeah. I hope you're ready. I learned a new technique. Buckle up. It's about to get horny in here.
I'm like, all right, this is actually sick.
Have you ever heard of a Sibian? Yeah. You took me out of my fluid for this?
Don't you want to learn from me? It's like, no.
I have all the knowledge I need.
Yeah. But it's actually me from the future.
You're actually the only species with butts. Yeah. You're not going to believe this. I've been everywhere. No asses.
Finally. Some guy with a half-working cock and a butthole. I'm going to rock your world. I've traveled 50 million light years to do this. Get ready.
Relax.
I'm like, first of all, your spaceship reeks, dude. It fucking stinks in here, dude.
Like shit, dude.
Holy fuck, dude. He's like, I know. I'm going to hose it down after you. You're the last one. I promise.
Doesn't fit in the human car wash.
Yeah, totally. All their technology is just to find people to make cum.
No, but seriously, have you seen Greta's tits?
Massive cans. Don't take them for granted.
We gave her those. Yeah. Hey, it's me, Tyler, from television, film, and this podcast, The Prairie Dawgs. I'm telling you about my show, Bad Advice, this Friday at Lucy's Comedy Club in the back of Ashdown Market. It's great. We got professional comedians that will give you advice, whether you want it or not, frankly. So far, it's been very fun. Tickets are moving fast. Get them at lucyscomedyclub.com. If not there, message me. I'll get them to you. See you there. This is a fun one. This is a Prairie. Welcome back to Prairie Dawgs. As per the ad, come to my show. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
If you did, and if you didn't, I'll do something bad to you.
Lore time.
This week's Prairie Lore is a good one, an interesting one that I was somewhat familiar with, but then I was reminded of just recently by my friend Johnny Spider. Johnny Spider's out there listening, probably.
Johnny Spider?
Yeah, it's not his real name. Be chill about it. Be chill about it, dude.
Just, all right.
It's one of my prison friends.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, he reminded me of this one that I think is an interesting story. Jack Fainman.
Never heard of him.
He was the head of obstetrics and gynecology at the Victoria Hospital for quite some time, and delivered over 5,000 babies there, where he also performed therapeutic abortions.
Therapeutic abortions.
And I'm sure other kinds too. Sure. I'm sure he did the regular kind as well. But what you need to know is that he, delivered a ton of babies and performed quite a few abortions as well.
Nice.
But why he's interesting...
Quickly, new t-shirt idea. I watched episode 23 of Prairie Dawgs, and all I got was this therapeutic abortion. Sorry, go ahead.
It's funny because this man's... he has a particularly interesting home. He doesn't live there anymore. He's dead, so I don't feel like I'm doxing him.
Sure.
But in St. Vital, where I'm from, down by the river, there's like this house that looks like it's like zombie-proofed almost. Like it's up on stilts. And there's almost like an elevator shaft entrance that takes you up to like a platformed section where the house exists.
Oh.
On like a second floor already as a base.
Okay.
Very bizarre house. So it was noteworthy just by seeing it. And I remember driving by it just in passing when you're younger. And there was sort of lore around it. I think, confused lore, and I now know that to be true, that it was confused, but people would be like, oh, there was a doctor that lived there and something happened with his family, or there's like, urban legend around like someone was murdered or he went nuts or like this or that. The reality is that on Remembrance Day of 1997, he's sitting in his house around 8 p.m. It's dark outside. He says he's sitting with his back to the riverside window wall, watching TV. He says, my wife, Faggy, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing this.
Hey, excuse me?
Fagie.
Cut that, Tim.
Faggy? I can't imagine it would be a soft G, right? Faggy? Help me. Help me help you. Faggy? Tell you what.
It's Faggy.
We're going to call her Faye.
Yeah.
He says his wife's in the bedroom.
Fag. And we'll just... Sorry.
She's in the bedroom getting ready to have company over, which is crazy. At 8 p.m., they're getting ready for company. Can you say swingers? And he says, and then the sudden sound of a gunshot, a sharp pain in my right shoulder, just inches from my head.
Oh, shit, dude.
He calls his wife. He goes, I've been shot. She calls 911, helps me down the circular stairs to the ground floor front entrance, which is kind of what I was describing. Very, very bizarre setup. They apply pressure, yada, yada, yada. They get there. They rush him to emergency at Health Sciences. And he was ultimately ended up fine. No surgery required. Fragments cannot be removed or still in there. Over 14 years later, this is an interview of 2011 with him. So he's discussing some of it. But that ended his career. He said it ended his 40-year medical career. He had delivered over, like I said, 5,000 babies.
Yeah.
He said that each of them delivered a profound moment of joy for the mother and for him.
Nice.
And he was pretty bummed that now that was gonna end.
He got shot
through his window in St. Vital.
Scary.
Yeah.
Anti-abortion nut?
Anti-abortion nut. That's exactly it. Good snipe. He was performing abortions, and it was a series of... The shooting was the third in a series of shootings of prominent obstetricians in Canada. Each assassination attempt remarkably similar. Each took place on or about Remembrance Day. Dr. Garson Romalis in Vancouver on November 8th, 1994. Dr. Hugh Short in Ancaster, Ontario, November 10th, 1995. And then, obviously, Jack Fainman.
Sorry, I missed this. That was a list of doctors
that
who...
had been shot that were obstetricians in or around Remembrance Day.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, so carefully planned, almost certainly by the same person, almost certainly an American, which is kind of odd.
Interesting.
So they said that there was very little doubt that each involved the assistance of a Canadian resident, but that they thought it was an American.
Sure.
It looks like there was one. The Canadian shootings were clearly an attempt to murder. Fortunately, a failed attempt in all three cases, actually. Not so lucky was Dr. Barnett Slepian of Amherst, New York, in 1998. He was killed by a single shot from a high-powered rifle. So these were like rifles, to be clear. Yeah, also, it was not totally like a silencer through the window. It was someone posted up on the riverbank or whatever that knew where he lived, knew how you could look into his window to
sniper style
set him up. Exactly. Yeah, just missed.
Damn, dude. People forget about that. There was a lot of. I mean, abortion clinics were getting bombed and shit. It was a deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's exactly as you described. He kind of got caught up in the anti-abortion violence movement. I don't know if you would call it that, but there's tons of anti-abortion violence.
Yeah.
Which is funny because we see a lot of that. And it's sort of topical now that there's this big discussion over like, oh, the left is so violent, they'll kill this and that. But it's like, in this case, this is more right-leaning people.
Yeah, totally.
Bringing violence about because of a left-leaning political belief, or if you want to call that. I don't want to step on toes. I don't give a shit.
They're so pro-life that they want to kill people.
It's funny. It's like that joke Emmanuel has where it's so racist you've gone in a circle again. You're so woke, you're racist now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So they've kind of done that. They more or less pinned it on this guy, James Charles Kopp, an obsessed, extreme anti-abortionist known in pro-life circles as the Atomic Dog.
Sure.
Was identified by Canadian Task Force as a person of interest in the shootings. American authorities also identified him as the key suspect in the Slepian murder, that I mentioned earlier.
Sure.
They tracked him down, found him hiding in a small city in France, living under an assumed name. So he was like he was good. He was pretty good at this, you know? He's now serving a life sentence with no chance of parole. I don't think they got him. I'd have to really cruise through this again, but I don't think they got him for the shooting of Fainman just through lack of evidence.
Oh, okay.
I think they said there was almost no doubt. Like the evidence came back, the DNA, they tested it, but they couldn't do quite like just that his DNA was on it wasn't enough to say,
oh, sure.
Okay, he pulled the trigger, whatever. So what? Yeah, his DNA is on it. We'll admit that, but you need more proof. There's an interesting picture here of the recreation of the sniper's viewpoint into his home.
Oh,
so he would have seen his back like that sort of thing. I'll include that one for either video or Instagram purposes, but that one's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Just goes to show that, I mean, yeah, okay, so here's also a picture of the home. I'll include this, as you can see. So you would enter here, but then the home exists on this second floor plateau.
Sure,
it's very bizarre. So as a kid, it was always like, that's like a weird, like zombie-proofed house. Like there was tons of lore around it just based on like, that's a spooky looking, whatever.
Huh. That weird, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, that just, shooting people I don't think is ever the answer.
No.
I mean, that's a bold take. But
this one actually I didn't mean for it to be as topical as it maybe is, but an interesting perspective from this long ago where people were still interested in murdering one another over
and really
unaliving. My apologies.
Unaliving, yeah. I mean, it really hasn't changed. We're still if someone pisses you off enough, you can always just shoot them.
Yeah, you can always dim the eternal light.
Yeah, totally. Get them out of there.
Oh, the light eternal that twinkles in your eyes? No longer, because you said my two gay dads shouldn't be allowed to kiss. Better turn that off forever.
Turn that off. I don't want to hear that content.
Oh, the joy that fills your heart when you see your children? Oh, I don't like how you feel about gays. I better turn that off forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop doing that. That's my stance on both sides. It's crazy that that's also like a bold stance now, that they want you to take a stance and it's like, no, you should sometimes do it, but not this time.
Not this time. But other times, but no.
Don't do it anytime.
That's the thing. There's no real clear consensus on when it's okay to kill somebody,
Yeah, it's so tough.
They need to release some sort of instruction manual.
Yeah, God needs to do 10 new commandments, mostly murder-based.
Yeah.
To help us understand better his will.
Yeah, we need an amendment to God's constitution. Thou shalt not kill, but paragraph A, section 2.
Yeah, I listened to episode 23 of the Prairie Dawgs podcast and learned when it was morally acceptable to dim the light eternal.
To murk somebody.
Yeah. Murk is a good one. Do you think that's regional? Murk feels regional.
Murk is regional?
Feels like it.
Out of Chirac.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's because I'm sure this guy, whoever was killing him, he was, or this Fainman guy. No, the Fainman was the doctor.
Fainman is the doctor.
The shooter. What was the shooter's name?
Coop. James Charles Coop. I might be mixing up those. Yeah, James Charles Coop.
James Charles Coop.
Cop. My apologies.
Cop.
PP.
Nice.
Not O.
Everyone thinks that they're doing the right thing, I think, when they do these kind of political style murders. This guy, I'm sure he's like, we got to save the babies.
Yep.
And then the guy who shot Charlie Kirk was like, this guy's a Nazi. All good intentioned people. Really solid intentions, probably great hangs, but you can't kill them. You want to, but you can't.
That's what you're allowed to do. Actually, you go, I'd love to kill it.
Yeah, that's the thing. But you can't even say that.
No,
actually.
I guess you can't.
There's a guy who actually who made a Facebook post when Trudeau was back in office. And I think he said, like, man, someone should just blow his fucking head off.
Yes.
Post. And he posted the status. And the cops were like, yeah, you're going to jail, bro.
You can't say that.
You can't say that. So maybe if we actually allowed those kind of threats, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough because then you're inciting it. It's like, even if you're the dumbest guy on earth, all you have to do is influence someone who isn't or is even dumber. And then they go do it, and they're like, but he tweeted it.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden Twitter's implicated in a national scandal, which I don't want that.
No. I mean, I'll tell you, this whole Charlie Kirk thing has really sent me spiraling because at first when it happened, I was like, well, that's bullshit. You can't do that because this guy's literally, he's just debating, he's just talking and stuff like that. Yeah. And words don't hurt people Like, I mean, they hurt your feelings, but they don't actually cause physical violence. Words can't do that. But the thing is that I was also thinking is that there are a lot of dum-dums out there who will take your words and go inflict violence on other people. So I still really don't know. Free speech. Is it free? Should it be completely free?
Yeah, it's funny. At the end of all of this, I've landed in the same way that I don't know. I'm no further along to knowing anything.
100%.
I've thought further on both sides for sure. It's made me think, which is maybe the benefit.
Totally.
But I don't know that I have a clear answer either way because I feel the exact same way. That it's like, yeah, if you're saying hateful and things that you know will incite other people, then you are somewhat responsible.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah. But then when do we shut it off? Now what? Now we're kicking Kimmel off the air because we don't like what you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then what about satire? Am I allowed to satirize without?
Yeah.
Without people being like, you're so right. And it's like, no, I was joking.
I'm joking.
I don't want like, sometimes you tell a joke and someone laughs in the right way where you're like, don't laugh that way.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not how you're supposed to be laughing at this joke.
No, we're laughing at how dumb what I just said was.
Yeah, I'm saying like, imagine if I was like that.
Yeah, totally. It's a character. I'm not like that. I don't like that.
Yeah, people don't get it.
But yeah, no, I'm in the same boat. I've done a lot of thinking and I've learned nothing. I don't know. It's a toughie. I don't know.
An interesting note is that in 2011, he co-wrote a memoir about the experience called They Shoot Doctors, Don't They?
Great title.
With co-author Roland Penner.
What? What?
Roland.
Okay. Oh, shit. Not local comedian Roland Penner.
Nope.
Keep on rolling, baby. You just got nursed.
Who does not have time to write a book with Fainman because he's busy writing songs about his balls.
Hell yeah. Well, no, it doesn't. We're going to spend 2 hours discussing the Charlie Kirk murder like everyone else has.
Have you seen that people have been going to Starbucks and when they ask for their name on the cup, they say Charlie Kirk?
Oh, just so that the barista knows where I stand politically.
I've been booking haircuts and then they go, who's it for? I go, Charlie Kirk. I very meekly go, it's for Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk. Because I believe in free speech. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of grifters out there. We're not going to grift. We're not grifting. We don't have an opinion.
No.
We don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, I'd love to start a GoFundMe that's just like a truly centrist grift that's like, we don't know what the fuck's going on. Give us $50,000 to just figure it out.
Yeah.
Whoever donates more to our GoFundMe will be that leaning.
Totally.
We'll subscribe to your beliefs if you give us more money.
Left, right, where do we stand? Where's the money coming from?
Yeah.
That's what we want to know.
We can be lobbied. I hear a lot about lobbying, which is, as I understand it, just means giving money to people.
Yeah.
Lobby me. Put me in the lobby. I'll wait.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people would take that as a real pussy take where it's like, dude, you got to plant your flag in the sand. Which side are you on? You know what? We need to normalize and validate the opinion that we don't fucking know. We don't know what's going on. It's a really tough one. You're both making some really good points. You're both acting like morons too. We don't know.
Comedy more important now than ever. Come see the comedy. I don't talk about anything dumb. I'm never like, what do you believe in? I just do my dumb little jokes about Crazy Town, Crazy Frog, and Crazy Train.
Totally. Your dad was a bus driver.
That's all I got jokes about.
That's hilarious.
I don't care about, other stuff.
Totally.
But if you do, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care too. If you have a funny bit about a trans sniper laying waste to a bunch of people, do it. Yeah. But we don't. We don't really.
It's a good one about how dogs are different than cats.
Yeah, totally. And how women be shopping.
Oh, they be shopping.
Damn, girl.
Another thing I hope women be doing is subscribing to this podcast.
Yeah, subscribe to the Prairie Dawgs.
And men alike and T-Boys. That stands for fans of me, Tyler, and you, Tyler.
T-Boys.
T-Boys. And I hope T-Girls subscribe too. That's the same thing, but fans of us that are girls. And I hope T-Theys.
T-Theys. We are coming up on 100 subscribers, which doesn't sound like a lot on paper.
It's significant in my opinion. That is 100 people that are interested in viewing content every time it comes out.
It is a milestone.
Yeah.
So help us reach that. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us everywhere. And we'll send you your shirt. I watched episode 23 of the Prairie Dawgs. And I enjoy the T-Boys.
Maybe we do a white shirt that says I watched it and then it's blank and you can fill it in.
Hey, great idea.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep. So come to my show this Friday. If you're listening to this, go see Jordan at Rumors this Tuesday. And then go see your mom. She misses you.
Hey, there you go. That's wonderful. I love you.
Love you. Bye.